escuchar.
And he just showed us that there's no one there. What's up guys, welcome to my channel. I'm here again with another reaction video. Today we are reacting to Scary Comp version 39 by Bizarre Bub. And guys, without further ado, let's hop right into it. Let's go.
On July 1st of 2024, an ambulance driver stands far away from his vehicle while sounding immensely terrified. According to the driver, he had to pull over immediately as it was just then that something baffling had occurred.
Bro, something so scary happened to him. He fucking pulled over and he got out the car. And it's not just like a normal person, it's an ambulance driver. That's a bit wild. It must have sound to it.
He was driving back to base when suddenly he saw something in the back of the ambulance. Upon realizing what it was, he stops the vehicle and jumps out in a panicked state. Now, due to a lack of parking, he parks the ambulance inside an alleyway, but even from a distance, he can't seem to look away from the truck. Clearly, something has left him deeply unsettled. The following is his footage.
You can actually tell just from that self image from him, that self video of him. I don't know, it's not a selfie, but it's like a selfie video. But basically, you could tell like the worry in his eyes, bro. But another little thing I want to add in, it's just like with hospitals, I'm sure a lot of people die in ambulances, right? So if we are, I don't know what we're gonna see, maybe there's an animal or something. But if it is on terms of ghosts and stuff, I mean, kind of checks out ambulance, dead people, just like hospitals. You know what it is.
Take a look.
Alright, so I'm not sure how to talk about this, but well, first off, I've been an EMT just for a little bit, and like I ain't never experienced nothing like this. So as we driving back to base, I swear I seen a face in the rearview mirror.
Oh shit, okay.
Like,
Tell me as soon as you can.
That's some horror movie shit. So you literally looked in the rearview mirror and you saw a fucking face, dude. I wonder what kind of face you saw. It's like a woman. I wish you like described it, you know?
I need to turn this engine off though, cause like we're gonna be stranded out here.
Yeah, as soon as possible.
So he basically just left the engine running.
I'm not trying to go back near this truck.
He's walking super slow, dude. Like, he is scared of what he saw, bro. Bro's like messing with the keys. Yeah, he's panicking for sure. Pump sound in the back. Okay. Bro, he said I ran the fuck out of there, okay? Okay, so far we haven't seen anything paranormal. Most of it is just these like reaction. There was some weird thump in the back that they said it's from the back. We don't know for sure. Kind of, to me, it sounded like it came from him. Oh, that was him. I mean, his reaction, the way he was panicking to get the keys, the way he was looking at the vehicle, this all seems 100%. Normally, like if it was a real faked paranormal video, we probably would have seen paranormal already. Like, you know, some fake shadows or something. This is seeming to be very real footage.
I don't know if you see it, but can y'all see that back door? Like, it just, oh, shit. Like it just flew open, like. Nah, what the?
Yeah, I saw a shadow.
What was that? Can y'all see it?
That was for sure a shadow.
Nah, hell no. Nah.
Okay, so I saw a shadow go past. I did not see. So he said he saw like a door open. Maybe that was what the thud that we heard was. I didn't quite see the image is very blurry. But yeah, like I said, I saw a shadow, and then he freaked out to something secondary after that. But I didn't quite see what was there. So let's take a look at this replay, guys. Yeah, that's what I saw. The initial shadow figure thing.
It's
Just
no wonder
go
why
past.
the EMT was immensely afraid of going back to the ambulance. Something appears to have been inside. Although we don't see a face as the EMT claims to have seen earlier, we do see what looks like a shadowy figure moving back and forth.
For sure,
It
yeah.
appears to dart from side to side, as if being stuck inside. The EMT driver thinks that whatever this was had been the culprit behind the cabinet door swinging open on its own, which he says had been the loud thump heard inside.
Okay, yeah, like as I said, that's probably was that loud thump, and that's what he said. So I don't think that's just gonna open by itself. You know, that stuff has been made to be securely closed, especially when they're driving really fast on the highway and stuff, and it's emergency. It's important that that little door stays closed, I imagine. Just basically what I'm trying to say, it doesn't open by itself. So that's just wild. You can actually see from this image that they're showing here, there's like a bit of a lever system going on there. So you have to actually click it open, or like, you know, flick it open. Yeah, very weird. As far as legitness goes, legitness, I would say this is a solid 10 out of 10. I think this is a real footage. That shadow figure thing that we saw go across, is that a real ghost? I don't know. That could be just like a shadow from something else. But yeah, very creepy. You could tell his reaction's genuine. You could tell everything else is genuine, because maybe, yes, there might be a shadow that we saw go past, but maybe that's not what he reacted to. Maybe he's reacting to the fucking door starting open and stuff, dude, and the face he saw. So maybe that's just a coincidence on the side. So we're not gonna go off just on that. But still, wild video, guys. Wow, that's cool. Let's carry on.
But as for the mysterious face he'd seen earlier, that remains a mystery.
Yeah.
Some believe that maybe this may have been the spirit of a deceased individual who unfortunately passed away inside the ambulance.
I mean, like I said, so most people that are going to be in an ambulance obviously are having some sort of emergency. And I'm quite sure, like I said at the beginning of this video, that a lot of people have died in ambulances, especially ones that are old. And I doubt that's like a new ambulance. It looks quite old to me. But yeah, let's carry on.
While many think this, others have no idea what this could have been. Whether ghost or something else, the EMT was just glad to have someone from work pick up the truck. To this day, the question remains.
He actually called it quits, bro. He actually got someone else to get it, dude. What? Imagine hearing that from your coworker, like, man, I'm not gonna drive this truck because there's a ghost in it. Imagine that. Like, they probably thought he was lying, bro.
Just what exactly had been inside the ambulance?
That's wild.
In the following video, 3 friends are alone at home when one friend decides to call their mom after something scary had occurred.
I should be home in about 10 minutes. I need you to stay calm though, okay?
Okay.
So calm, quiet, keep the door locked. Alright, do not go out of the room whatsoever.
All 3 friends are locked up in this room, and for good reason. Earlier, they heard a loud crash from downstairs and other noises emanating from all over the house. They had thought someone had broken in, which is why the police were called.
Was it on glass? Was it metal? What
Oh,
was
shit.
it on?
I mean, you can't just be calling cops for no reason, right? I think you can get in trouble, especially in the US. You can't just falsely call the cops for no reason, because that's like taxpayers' money and shit. So as far as legitness goes, I think they were legit scared. Just depends on what they saying it is. Let's go with it.
It was just like a big thud, and then
So you heard glass shattering?
yeah.
Now this is where things start to get strange, because apparently, after searching the whole place, the police found no signs of forced entry or any clues to suggest that someone broke into the house.
Ooh.
With no indications of any trespassers, the police leave the property.
I must say, that is fucking scary here. Imagine like you hear someone distinctly breaking into your property, right? And you call the police, they search, and they find no one. Like, I would rather have them see some trace that the person left, like there's some evidence that they left, or some evidence that they are still there, so they can get caught, because the fact that you can't find them gives you a sensation that they still might be around, but like hiding really well. So that would make me very paranoid, dude. Fuck that shit.
However, after watching the footage recorded by one of the friends, the teens noticed something very alarming. Before the police arrived, all 3 friends decided to investigate the noises and presumably take matters into their own hands if needed. But during this time, something happens that prompts the friend who lives in this house to grab his dog and pack his things. They were spooked, to
Bro was ready to move out.
say the least. This is what they caught.
Okay, okay, it's fine.
Somebody
Okay.
there, they can
Okay. Okay.
All right. I'll see you soon. I love you.
I love you too.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
He's on the call with his mom there. Okay. Yeah, it says insert 50-minute later card for SpongeBob. We left the room to investigate the sound. Yes, we know, bad idea, but we didn't hear any more noises, so we checked. I mean, that's pretty valid. Like, I don't know. I think I would probably go check it out personally. But like he says, it's really not a good idea. Especially, well, at least be armed while you're doing so, because you never know if it's someone like actually trying to break in. Yeah, be aware. Yeah, so this is them checking it out, guys. Whoa. I just saw something in the corner there, bro. If we skip a tiny bit back, these guys seem to have not seen it. If you look up here by the stair railing, it went by so quick. Okay, maybe I'm tripping. Maybe I'm tripping. Before anything crazy happens, I must say, when you're with the boys, when you're with your friends, right, and you think like something like paranormal happens or something has happened to me, you just need one friend that freaks out a bit, and basically it's like a chain reaction where everyone freaks out a bit more. It's almost like the hype is real, dude. They cause the hype to increase throughout the ceiling. So maybe that's gonna happen. Maybe they're just gonna freak each other out. That's normally what happens. Guys, let me know in the comments. Hasn't that happened to you? Because that happened to me quite often with my friends, dude. The homies make shit worse. I'm better, but yeah. Well, what are we gonna see here? This is like some bad Scooby-Doo investigation here. They're all like split up. Like rule 101, never split up, bro. Don't ever do that. Oh, they're all scared.
Apparently, one of the friends had noticed something moving in the dark. Although we don't see it on camera, something else is seen that none of the friends had noticed until watching this video much later. In case you missed it, this is what was caught.
I wonder what it's called. I told you, bro. I saw it. So I wasn't tripping. Hey, slow-mo. It almost looks like a floating face.
Eerily, something can be seen moving behind the railing. In a swift motion, this mysterious object passes by without making a sound.
Dude, this thing
It
has
almost seems to be
cheekbones and a
floating,
nose,
given
for
how
sure.
it seemingly glides. But by far, the creepiest thing about this is that a face can be made out. It's hard to see at first, but watching this again, certain features that a face would have can be seen briefly.
100%.
It's uncanny motion.
Bro, you can see like the eye. Like if I put my face to the side here, you can see the eye and the nose to the side. So
And closeness to the ground have led the group to believe that a ghost was caught on camera.
I don't know what
To
the
them,
fuck that was.
it
to be
looks as
honest.
though a floating head had passed by. If only they had seen this before the police arrived. As they state, who knows what they would have said about this. While the supposed shadowy figure they saw was enough to scare them,
This was after
would have
we
definitely
checked
scared
the
the living
house.
daylights out of them.
So he said that none of them saw that thing, right? But they saw, or one of the friends saw something moving in the dark, and then the one guy was already packing his bags to go home, bro, and taking the dog, not to go home, but I mean to move out. That is fucking, that's funny and wild all at the same time. I saw a floating face. How legit this is, I have no idea, because they did call the cops, right? And you can't just be calling the cops for nothing. But you know, some people are ballsy and they will do anything for content. So I can see people calling the cops, you know. In this case, I don't know if this is legit or not. I'm gonna give it a 50-50. The fact that it's something they didn't even notice, it was like a little thing there, makes it seem more believable, I might say. So I'll give them that.
Now, up until now, there haven't been any updates, but until then, let me know your thoughts on this one.
Hey,
On
number
a Thursday
7.
afternoon, a mother walks out of a house in a panic frenzy, as it was just then that something baffling had occurred. Outside on the back patio, the family's dog started acting strange. They were barking at something that didn't appear to be there. Although unfazed by the dog's behavior, considering that they often do this in the back patio, the mother decides to record this video.
So guys, we have Googled this before, but we saw that dogs can actually have mental illness, believe it or not. So like if they have seizures and things like that, they can have tumors on the brain and they can actually hallucinate, bro. And they can see things that are not there. They can see people that are not there. Normally they see their owners and things like that, or other dogs, and they freak out and they can get aggressive and things like that. So keep in mind that is very possible. So normally how I judge paranormal videos involving animals is if there's something in combination with the animal reacting. So I must actually see something physically moving or something, then I'm like, okay, damn. Otherwise, if it's just a dog barking at a wall, bro, not enough for me.
And for good reason. Whenever their dog starts to act up, something very strange happens. As the mother takes this video to show others what usually happens, this is captured.
Look, you guys, it rocks, but then it stops on its own when I come outside. Let's see if I could get it on camera. There's like no wind. That's I know, Blue, someone's there, huh? I know it, I know. I don't know why it does that. It does it every time, you guys. This is the 3rd time. I can't believe I caught it on camera.
Dude. Fuck.
Sick 'em, Blue.
Sick 'em. You think that little dog's gonna do anything, bro? But yeah, that is wild. Like I said, when it comes to ghosts and dogs, I won't just let a dog bark at the wall count as like a ghost paranormal event. But like right now with this, it's in combination with the chair. The chair is moving. There's like a thing that the dog's barking at. It's not like a hallucination. So that is wild. That is fucking wild. I don't know how to explain that one. I mean, the rocking chair could be blown by the wind, but the fact that it stops only when she starts recording and comes out, that's weird, bro. And like you can kind of see it lose momentum. And then only when it stops, the dog barks. The dog doesn't bark when it's moving. That's also very creepy.
Creepy, right? Katie, I guess I do have a ghost, babe. Get him, Blue. I'm shutting the door.
As many have stated, if it wasn't for the dog's reaction, this wouldn't have been as strange. Clearly, something had set off the dog.
Yeah, so like I said, in combination, dude, like if the dog wasn't there, it would just be maybe more like a wind, you know? Could be anything that's blowing the chair. It is outside after all. It's not like inside with no windows or anything. It's legit outside. But yeah, the dog makes it worse.
The chair suddenly stopping on its own, coupled with the dog's behavior, has led viewers to believe that this was paranormal. The mother who took this thinks so, but any ideas on what exactly had been on the chair remains unknown. Whether supernatural or not, this video remains a mystery.
Fuck, okay.
Now this next video was suggested to me by someone who wishes to remain anonymous. According to them, they had found this video on social media with little to no context.
I always used to wonder why people want to remain anonymous when it comes to uploading paranormal videos, and then someone actually gave me a good answer to it. It's because like in some places, uploading paranormal content or just saying you believe in the paranormal could deem you almost like you're not worthy of your position of where you are, or they think you're like crazy, bro. Like they think, okay, we're not going to let this person operate a certain project at my company because they believe in this. So they almost want to pretend like they don't believe in paranormal, even though no one really knows if it's true or not. But like, yeah. So people like to disassociate themselves. They don't want to associate themselves at all with paranormal. And now you know why.
It seems to have been posted by someone who was either at a clinic or a hospital sitting patiently in the waiting room. However, something about this space just seems off. The person who took this seems to have been waiting here for quite some time, with no one else around. Lacking other people in this room, the video gets a whole lot strange when this is captured. Take a look.
Hospitals, bro. You know how I feel about them. I'm not too sure where I should be looking. Okay, so there's a shadow on the wall. It's like a silhouette of a person, but as we saw, there is nobody there. Wild. There's another shadow, like, whoa. It almost like goes from like a big mass and then it like kind of skinnies
Somehow,
itself down.
a shadow appears with no one else around. The whole space is entirely devoid
It
of any
almost, yeah,
patience,
it like-
yet strangely, a silhouette is cast. Initially, it seems as if the shadow
It like went wide. It started skinny, then oh no, it started wide, then went skinny, and then went wide again, and then back to skinny. Weird, bro.
was cast by someone off camera, but when the person filming pans the phone to show the whole space, no one is there.
Nobody's there.
No person or object is moving like the shadow on the wall, and neither is there anyone or
That
anything disappearing
is
before
weird.
reappearing again.
What is crazy is that I've heard so many stories from people in real life, from like family and friends, of them seeing similar things on the wall. So it normally happens like at night when they're walking. And how they describe it is that they'll see their own shadow, and my mother herself actually seen something similar when she was a kid. Like you'll have your own shadow, and then they'll see another shadow following their shadow. Now, I have had similar experience, but in my case, I kind of debunked it because I found out it was just because there's like a secondary light source, and I had two shadows. It is possible. Like if you're standing on like a football stadium and you stand in the middle, you have four shadows. So something like on the same kind of vibe as that. But over here, there's no one there to make the shadow. So I feel like there is some truth in it. I don't know why. It's almost like the paranormal absorb light and but you yourself can't see it, and it kind of creates a shadow. Because that's what a shadow is. It's the lack of light. So yeah, that is very weird. The fact how it almost disperses and then goes back into a solid is so weird.
The shadow seems to be something of its own. While it's hard to say what exactly was caught on camera, the mystery alone has led many to believe that this may just be something beyond explanation.
Definitely, dude. I really feel that is beyond explanation. But the other thing is, if you think about this, if it is a person that is doing this, how? Because they literally started off dispersed and then it formed into one thing. How can you fake a shadow like that? How is that possible? And then basically go back into a dispersed form and then back into a solid. Unless there's some like cool trickery of light or some like light illusion that I don't know of. Wild.
But as always, let me know your thoughts on this one.
Wild.
On June 4th of 2024, a video was taken inside a public restroom where something pretty creepy took place. The man who recorded this is known as Axel Loza, and based on his voice alone, you can tell that he's deeply troubled by something. Axel states that no one else is in the restroom except him. Now this is odd, considering that he just heard noises coming from one of the stalls, but each one is empty. So, as an attempt to get this on camera,
Bro, I mean, the fact that he investigated each stall, that's wild in itself, because what happens is someone's just taking a piss there. It would be so creepy and awkward if someone was actually there. But the other thing is, the fact that after you investigate it, you see there's no one there, and you stick around and you decide to record. Bro's got balls of steel. Because I'm telling you now, bro, if I was in a bathroom and I started hearing weird shit, I am gone. I'm not sticking around.
he begins to record and captures this.
No, quiero que vean. Estoy ahorita en el baño de la universidad. Pero el pedo ahorita es que acabo de terminar de hacer el baño. Y pues estaba todo normal. Pero ahorita están ruidos raros. Y se está tocando la puerta, pero quiero que vean que pues no hay nada. Vean, ahí está mi reflejo, pero vean de este lado, pues aquí no hay nada, vean. Acá tampoco, vean.
Oh, wild. Okay, so
Tampoco hay nada.
I was about to say, like, I want a better view of that, because it looked like he was just going to show us from the bottom, and I mean, anyone could be standing on the toilet, but he actually gave us a top view, which is cool.
Aquí pues tampoco, vean. Y acá el lugar es bastante pequeño y está mi reflejo. Espera, vete. Hoy. ¿Escucharon?
And you just showed us that there's no one there. I mean, the guy literally gave us a 360 pan view of the bathroom, so his friend is not there, bro. In my first thought, bro, I was like, damn, there must be his friend like hiding somewhere, but there's not, bro. He gave us a full 360 view, and he went into the bathroom, bro.
¿Escucharon?
Bruh,
No hay
no cap, I saw a face.
nada.
It seems like he didn't see it himself.
As if it wasn't already startling to hear the banging noises, we see this, a face suddenly appearing in a stall that was clearly empty. It happens quickly, but not so fast that we miss it. Only do we realize what was seen until after it happens. Or at least, that's what happened with Axel. It was only after reviewing the footage that he noticed the face. Just like viewers, he was left terrified by what was caught behind the door. Like something out of a nightmare, a pale face with wide open eyes just disappears without a
I must say that face did look a bit fake. It looked like CGI, but I don't know for a fact. It looked a bit sketchy, bro.
trace. Now Axel hasn't said much or given updates on this occurrence, but with or without further context, the video itself is still pretty terrifying.
Weird. That's very weird.
In the following clip, a man is in his basement after having heard a strange noise.
Like I was saying earlier, most of the stuff does.
Bro, you already know that this video is real. You already know. Old man in his basement, has nothing to do with paranormal. Here we go. You guys know how I feel about this? This is gonna be wild.
Happened down here.
Now the man already knows that something isn't right with his basement, which is why he takes this video. Ever since moving in, both he and his family have been experiencing a plethora of inexplicable happenings. But luckily, this time, he was able to get something on camera. The year is 2017, and with only a few months living there, he can already sense that something strange is about to happen. He gets his phone and captures this.
Stuff does happen down here. And I mean, you can't really.
Okay, so this can's dropping. Well, one can is dropped. More shit's falling.
Yep, that's what you call it. Freaks me out, man. It's gonna be
I mean, there could be like a rodent or something up there.
boy, here we go.
Oh, never mind.
Yeah, don't like that.
Normally with these videos, what I try and look out for is the direction in which the stuff falls, because that's a good indication that there's like someone like putting strings in the background. But in this case, the direction that the stuff is falling, it's falling in a direction where there's no one can be there. There's literally a wall there. Same with the door, how the door is being pushed, you know, or I don't know, whatever it's pushing or pulling, but it's being pushed, according to me, away. And there's no one that possibly could be there, you know? There's stairs and a wall. That's all I can say right now about this. Which is wild.
So that door always swings wide open and it stays open. It doesn't ever close, stay like that. Oh, there you go.
Yeah, it opens. He knew that it would open too.
Oh crap, that's freaky.
That is crazy, bro.
Now, taking into account that this isn't something new to the man, this occurrence doesn't scare him, but he still finds it pretty baffling, and he finds it even more so when considering that the door that just opened is extremely heavy. According to him, he can barely open it himself despite being quite big. Now with happenings like this, one can totally understand why he and his family have left this place. Although taken in 2017 and living somewhere else now, this footage continues to baffle him to this day.
So I've just been thinking, like, why would a house like this be haunted in the first place? And I think the answer from what I have read from other people's comments and stuff, and it kind of makes more sense to me, is that, like first of all, there is many reasons why it could be happening. If ghosts are real, keep us all in your mind that, like, we don't know if ghosts are real or not. I don't think anyone really knows for a fact. But yeah, if ghosts are real, why would they do it? And the answer is that I keep on getting is that the fact is, whoever used to have this house before, who knows when, could be last year, could have been back in the 1900s, maybe not that old, but like, you know, 1930s, around there. Whoever had the previous home passed away here, and this is still their home, and they are very attached to it. So when they see people in the home, they're trying to drive the people away. So their goal is to actually make you move out. And it seems like it worked with this guy. I do think so. It creeped him out for sure.
In this next video, a woman is standing outside her house during a rainstorm when she notices something highly unusual. The woman in this video is known as Amanda, and while standing on her patio, something close by catches her attention. In fact, she was left shaken up after getting a clear view of what she was seeing. Taking a closer look, she sees this.
Please tell me y'all see this. Just watch. Watch straight out into that yard. Look, you see it? Look.
I see it.
And it happens again. Look.
I definitely see it.
Look, see? Man, I'm telling you right now. Ignore my dogs. But look, man, I think it's time to move.
She said, man, I think it's time to move. I mean, there must be a reason why back in the day they used to say ghosts have like sheets over their head, like they're depicted with sheets over their head with the cutout eyes. And I've said this before in previous videos. It must have not been pulled out of their ass, bro. They must have had some reason behind it. There must be something behind it. And just like we saw there and in numerous other videos, a lot of these sightings, it looks exactly like that. It looks like there's a ghost with a sheet. It looks like someone with a sheet, right? It looks like a blurry white thing. So that's where I think they get it from. But quite wild. It's like it's happening with the flashes of the lightning. That is weird. I wonder if there's any like scientific thing to that. I don't know. It's just very, very, very weird. I have no way of explaining that, guys.
Now, without much lighting, it might be hard to spot what exactly was being seen, but with a few edits, it becomes apparent that something had appeared. It's as if someone or something dressed in white.
Yeah, so like you said, dressed in white, exactly like that, but it looks like a man with a sheet on himself.
Was in the
or
distance.
A thing with a sheet over it.
Not sure if she was just seeing things. Amanda shares this video online and immediately gets comments from those who say that they too see the white figure.
Of course,
but of
dude,
course,
who doesn't?
Let me know what you think.
But you must be like legally blind if you can't see that shit. But basically, maybe it's got to do with the lightning. Like the lightning is, so you get like, you know, normal sunlight and it's got certain frequencies of light in it. And maybe the flash of lightning has like other frequencies in it that like the sun doesn't normally give us, and that allows us just for a split millisecond to see the thing. Crazy answer. But haven't you guys noticed, like in horror movies and stuff, it's always when it's thunder and lightning. And there's been a lot of movies like as the lightning flashes, that's when the ghost pops up. Once again, I don't think it's been pulled out of people's asses. I think there might be some truth behind it. And maybe it's got nothing to do with ghosts, but maybe there's some like weird scientific phenomenon that happens with like electricity or lightning. Maybe there's like static in the air or some shit. Maybe something's clopping, bro. I don't know.
Is a figure seen as many believe? Or might there be some explanation for this mysterious incident? Like most clips, this one has yet to be solved. This next video comes from Jalen Love, who although has no idea what was captured, is extremely unsettled by this footage. She claims that no one else had been in the house except her two sisters, who are seen on camera. They had just come back from somewhere at around 10 p.m. when the security camera inside their living room recorded the following. Now, it's worth noting that this isn't the first time something scary had occurred. Only a few weeks prior to this incident, someone broke into their house. It's for this reason that they've set up cameras around their home in case it happens again. But this time, it appears that something else other than a burglar was captured. The two sisters enter inside, leaving the front door open for Jalen, who was still getting out of the car. As Jalen takes her time to come inside, this happens.
Okay, a cell phone was used to record the security footage after the incident. Okay, makes sense. Okay, something just like appeared there, bro. disappeared in a flash. Okay.
behind this door.
So we saw both of them open the door. There was no one there behind the door. Both of them walked past. They weirdly didn't close the door. I don't know why. Maybe that's like a South African thing. I don't know if you guys in the US just don't close your doors or some shit. Yeah, you close your doors, bro, and you lock it right afterwards. But anyway, she opens the door, walks through, and her friend or her daughter or someone, they both walk through. Something just straight up appears.
A dark figure is seen.
Yeah.
It's worth pointing out that no one is seen behind the door before it's opened. Nothing apparent stands out until something eventually does. Whatever this is just stands there while
It literally just appeared, bro. Appeared in a flash.
seemingly hiding itself from the camera, or at least a part of it, as only partially do we see the figure. Seeing this, Jalen and her sisters were freaked out. They state that they wouldn't have seen this if it wasn't for what occurred later that night. According to them, they had heard strange noises coming from downstairs, which made them check their surveillance cameras. But while checking the footage from earlier that night, they see this. A dark silhouette that disappears in the blink of an eye. Like,
that is fucking wild. But on a complete side note, guys, it's 2024. Okay? Can we all agree that security cameras need to go, bro? And we need like fucking 4K or at least a 720 or HD cameras, dude, in full color. Come on. Let's not do this black and white shit. I understand if it's like a thermal camera or if it's like night vision, makes sense for it to be night vision, but in that case right there, it did not make any sense for it to be black and white. Maybe it was night vision, maybe I'm just being dwarf. But even if it's night vision, bro, we could do better, guys. Way better.
Like many, she now believes that something unexplainable was captured. But as always, I'll let you be the judge.
So as far as legitness goes, I feel like that was pretty legit, dude. I give it a 10 out of 10. I don't think that was faked in any kind of way. If it was faked, I do see how it could be faked. Like, it was only after the fact they both moved away, then this shit happened. So they could have, but I mean, with the door, it would probably be hard to get the door to stand exactly where it was again. Because I'm thinking they maybe cut the footage exactly there, put some black thing there, took the black thing away, and then, you know, carried on recording. Maybe. But otherwise, I don't get the vibe out of this. The other thing is the camera angle. That's the other thing I always look for. Because sometimes you'll see in paranormal videos that the camera angle makes legit 0 sense. Like, why would you have a camera facing your bed and not the like entrance or at your valuable stuff? Like you can tell when the camera's facing a bit of a weird location. It just makes no sense. And then it just so happens that the camera's facing directly at where the paranormal activity happens. It's like it's happening in the middle of the screen. That is complete sus, and I know for a fact it's bullshit. But in this case, camera seems legit, angle seems legit. I don't see any foul play here, guys. So yeah, you guys be the judge, but that's wild.
Was a ghost caught on camera? Or was something else captured? It's around 9 p.m. on a Friday night when two sisters are settling in for the evening. During this time, their mom had gone out to walk their dog as she does every night. But while both sisters are alone at home, something happens that leaves them
Damn, bro, they look so young. Like, my parents would have never left me at that age.
extremely unsettled.
Like that.
Now, the
by
mother in
myself.
question, known as Isabel Katz, had sent me this video in the hopes that someone could explain her footage. She and her kids live in a house that might be haunted, according to her. Strange things often happen, and she doesn't know what to do. From a sliding cabinet door that is often found open after being closed shut, to mysterious noises heard at night, Isabel is certain.
You see, when it comes to like paranormal activity with kids around, you always like, and I feel like it's safe to say, my first instinct is blame the kid, right? I would always think that maybe these kids are sneaking around at night and opening the cabinet doors and shit. You know, because like, why not? That is some shit kids would do, right?
That something
Sneak around and
unexplainable is
stuff.
happening. One night, while Isabel walks the family dog, her two children are alone at home when this is captured.
Fuck, okay. What did she see? But guys, this is the kind of quality I'm expecting, you know? that full HD cam. Okay, so the older sister is coming to peek in here. We're gonna see this thing like walk past or something. Okay, so the older sister's going to investigate. She's gonna be a trooper. Okay, so there's something there. Judging from her eyeline, that's what I was looking at. So there's a cabinet. The cabinet would be closer on the floor, right? She was looking kind of like chest height. Like to me, it would probably be like to my stomach area, bro. Like kind of higher than a cabinet, that's for sure. So maybe she was looking at a person. Cabinet door sliding open. Fuck me, dude. So something is for sure there, bro. What the fuck?
It was after watching this video that their mother knew something paranormal had occurred. At first, one of her children sees something that terrifies them beyond belief. According to her, she had seen what looked like a tall figure standing inside the master bedroom. It wasn't exactly clear as her daughter states, but she...
So like I said, judging from the eyeline, yeah, she was looking at a person. My little investigation skills came in handy there. So yeah, so she said that she was looking at a tall person. Exactly what Bizarre Bob, I was gonna say what Bob said. Bizarre Bob, sorry.
Knew something was there, and her sister can attest to this, as she too had seen something tall inside the room. Following that, the sound of their cabinet door sliding open is heard on camera.
So you know what they say, like ghosts and stuff. Also, once again, take this with a grain of salt. And this is if ghosts and stuff exist. Basically, like ghosts and stuff, they can attach themselves to a piece of furniture or object or something. And I feel like the same thing I was said earlier with the house. It's almost like they get attached to the house. Probably find that this cabinet was special to someone at some point. Imagine it's like a brand new fucking cabinet from like IKEA or something. But if it's like maybe it's like a, what would you call it, like a relic. It's like an old piece in your house, you know, that you got from like secondhand store, or it was passed down from generation to generation. So maybe this cabinet is like, you know, it's special to someone that's passed away and they've attached themselves to this cabinet and they're living in it. Okay, now we just went to the next step of wilder. But yeah, it likes to open the doors. Maybe it's got a kink for the doors. Okay guys, that is it for today. Thank you so much. If you have made it to this part of the video, please hit that like button, please hit that subscribe button. And guys, those were some wild videos. I really feel bad for the lady at the end there. Like, what are you doing once you know that your daughter saw some skinny thing opening cabinet doors and you hear it distinctly on your security camera? Like, bro, like that is wild. But guys, cheers.